The government has described as dishonest Labour Party research which suggests 10,000 police jobs will be lost because of the spending cuts. The Shadow Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, said the cuts would affect frontline policing and that the coalition was taking risks over crime. But the government has refused to accept the figures and says Labour is wrong to imply frontline policing will be hit. Our Home Affairs correspondent Simon Israel reports.
With just weeks to go before police budgets are fixed for the next financial year, Labour has gathered information from 40 of the 43 forces in England and Wales on the scale of proposed cuts in order to challenge the government's call that frontline policing can and should be preserved. According to its figures, more than 10,000 police officers' jobs will disappear over the next 2 years. The forces worst hit include Greater Manchester, where nearly 1,400 jobs will go, Devon and Cornwall, which will lose 700 officers, West Yorkshire and Sussex, which would each lose 500, and the West Midlands, which is having to cut 1,100 police jobs.
Well, we've seen a big increase in the number of police PCSOs over the last 10, 13 years, and we've also seen crime fall by over 40% as part of that work. I don't think we should be trying to turn the clock back now, quite the reverse. We should be supporting the police in the work they do.
The bare statistics of policing yesterday's English Defence League protest in Luton were 2,000 officers from 27 forces at a cost of around £1 million. This is part of the visible front line, the one the government argues must be preserved, but with thousands fewer officers available in the future.
We've never said that police numbers can be guaranteed, but there are nearly 250,000 people working in police forces. We can make savings, we can improve efficiency, we can make sure that the frontline services can be prioritised so that the public still gets a high-quality policing service while money is saved. We have to cut the red tape that Labour left us, and we have to deal with the deficit.
In the last 8 years, there's been close to a 50% drop in crime among some forces. But the government believes falling crime rates are more related to social and economic factors than police numbers. Yet ministers dodge the question on whether crime will go up in the future as a result of the cuts. And even Labour today stopped short of making that prediction. But chief constables have told Channel 4 News of their concern about what else their forces may have to take on as the result of cuts elsewhere, such as local authorities.